Welcome to the Geek Homeworld podcast. I'm your host, Ed, aka The Savage Tech Man. We talk film, TV, and tech, all from a geek perspective. You can find us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and you can subscribe and follow on YouTube at Geek Homeworld. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Be a part of the Geek Homeworld. Hello, everyone. Hello, the world. Welcome to a live stream here. It is just before midnight, a couple minutes. It's November 9th, 2024. What a crazy week. How's your week going? Anyway, we're here just for a live stream. And I'm gonna try to do this, and let's see if YouTube can flag this and take it down and do whatever. But I'm gonna try, since everybody does trailer reactions, and something I've tried to do before but not successfully. I'm gonna do a live stream here where we do a trailer reaction to two upcoming films. I'm trying to get excited about both of them. So this is our oops, I've got the wrong banner up there. Oops. Oopsies. Let's see, that's the wrong one. This is the one. This is Marvel's. Let me change that. I'm going to edit this banner here. So we're live. Marvel's comma. Okay, there we go. Head banner. Okay, wait a minute. Save banner. There we go. I'm going to scroll, show that. Marvel's Captain America, Brave New World, and the Thunderbolts movie. I guess technically, if I'm doing this right, there is an asterisk in Thunderbolt in the title. So if I want to do this right, you know me, I've got to be nitpicky. Make sure I do this right. Let's see. That's like that. Okay, there we go. Let's save that and scroll that. And I'll just pull this up to the top there, so don't accidentally put the wrong thing here. But this is a live stream, and a little late. I was going to do it earlier, but been traveling today, this and that. So having fun. Good friend of mine celebrated his 50th birthday today. So it's Digital Caveman. So you might want to go to his site, drop him a like, share, or whatever. His birthday was weeks ago, but we finally got to celebrate it, all of us. But this is him. I don't have a screen grab for it, but Digital Caveman presents. He does reviews of action figures, action figure reviews, live streams. I can't read this backwards. Interviews and shorts. He's on Instagram as well, at Digital Caveman with 2 N's presents. But you can find him at youtube.com/ oh, we don't say / we just say / now. So it's youtube.com/ at Digital Caveman with 2 N's. That's youtube.com/ at Digital Caveman with 2 N's. And he does like 5 videos a week. If you want to know where we're at, you can see at the bottom there if you're watching the screen here. Welcome to the live stream. We're on youtube.com/ at Geek Homeworld 4248. And I need you to subscribe. So before we get going, if you hadn't subscribed to the channel, please do. It helps us out. We're growing here. I've been podcasting since 2008. This podcast just celebrated in September 10 years. And mainly as an audio podcast. So the last year or so, I've been migrating this component, growing the digital, the video portion of it. So here we are with that, and we're doing that. And I like to do a lot of fun things. We talk film, TV, and tech here on the channel. And I'm not going to bore you down with all this stuff. We're going to, in just a second, we're going to get here. I'm just giving people a few more minutes to come on in. And if you're in the chat, there's seen a couple people have hopped on. Please hit that thumbs up button. It helps the algorithm so people can find us and get recommended. like, share, and subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Smash all them buttons and do all those things you're supposed to do. And there's a few more people maybe popping in, so we don't know. I don't know how long this stream's going to go, but anyway, if you're here, please say hi in the chat. We appreciate it. Certainly interact here. But we're going to watch Captain America Brave New World, the latest trailer, which a friend of mine, one of my sources, I'll say, really liked the new trailer, and also liked the new trailer for Thunderbolts. There's a elongated version. I think it's from Spain or France or somewhere. And so we're gonna play that here and discuss it. So hopefully the algorithm won't take this live stream down. If it does, it does. I'm just trying this out. I've liked to review trailers and all that, so maybe we'll start doing that again. I know everybody does it, but I don't care. I don't care what other people are doing. I'm doing my thing. You don't know me, so you don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so I guess people will roll in, and then we'll see what's up with that. But anyway, so enough yapping. Let's get to it. Let me pull up the trailer here, and I'll have to get all this. Can I do this? Wait a minute. Let's see. How do I do this? You'll have to forgive me. I just got to push some buttons here. Present. I should have already had these ready to go, but let's see. Screen share. All right, Captain America. There you are. Okay. We're going to look at Captain America Brave New World. This is I think the second trailer. Let's see. So boom. I'm going to go here. Going to watch this. We got it in the greatest definition, so just making sure it's showing there. So we're going to watch this together and all that. So here we go. This is about 2 minutes and 37 seconds. Captain America Brave New World official trailer. So let's begin. And here we go.
You asked for me. Here I am.
You want to help me?
Is there anything you remember?
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States, Thaddeus Ross.
Harrison Ford. There's an assassination attempt on him.
Whatever this is, Cap, be careful.
What do we know?
There were 5 shooters. This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir.
I was a wartime general. Now I'm a wartime president.
Your inner circle's been compromised. Let me fix it.
Watch yourself. You're not Steve Rogers.
You're right.
You're not.
I'm not. Wait for it.
It's funny.
We're on the brink of war. I
Oh,
can't trust anyone. Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself, who's playing who?
Acting this is great. Really does. Immaculate.
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest. I don't want a variable out there that I can't control.
Stop!
Captain America caught without his wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
You don't even know what this is.
Since when were they red?
You want me? Come and get me!
Only in theaters on Valentine's Day. Oops. Well, we might replay that in a second, but we're just gonna go through here. And we're gonna look through some scenes here. Let me pull up. I have a list here of who's in the movie. What are the characters' names? We have Harrison Ford as Thaddeus Thunderbolt. And then we have Liv Tyler coming back as Betty Ross. Giancarlo, I think that's how you say it. Giancarlo, I'm sure I'm saying his name wrong. Esposito as Sidewinder. Rose Salazar as Rachel Lighton. We have Anthony Mackie, of course, as Sam Wilson, the new Captain America. Tim Blake Nelson coming back as Samuel Stearns. He's you'll remember from the Incredible Hulk with Edward Norton. He was the leader. He got some of Hulk's blood that dripped on the cut in his head out of there. He was Mr. Blue to Mr. Green and all that. That were the code names they were using via I don't know, internet chat, whatever it was back then, 2008. Anyway, so some of that Hulk blood or whatever got into his cutting his brain, and he becomes kind of big headed and all. So the leader's going to be the big bad guy in this. Then you have Isaiah Bradley, who, if you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus, which was okay, it had better action and it had a lot of social justice going on in it, but that's fine. It was okay. Wasn't the greatest of the Disney Plus shows, but it was pretty decent at the time. It was only like, I don't know, the second or third or whatever Disney Plus show we had. Anyway, so I think WandaVision was first, and I think we had Loki. Is that right? Then we had Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Anyway, so Carl Lumbly plays Isaiah Bradley. That's who you see. Basically, he's in this press conference from the trailers that I've seen, and he tries to assassinate Thaddeus Ross, the president. And if you saw the first trailer, or the last trailer, I guess you'd say, they did talk about, if you remember Tiamat, who was in the Externals, he was the Eternal that was coming out of the earth there in like the Indian Ocean, and they're going to finally pay that Easter egg off from the end of Eternals there in Captain America Brave New World, because you're going to find out that adamantium was the metal that he was made of, which is virtually indestructible. So adamantium is going to be discussed, at least in this film, finally. And adamantium meets the vibranium that Captain America has, and which is from Wakanda, that Black Panther, of course, has as well. So we're seeing that. We're going to see that in the trailer there, but we're going to see that in the movie. But anyway, so Isaiah Bradley's like from one of the hidden programs that we learned in the Falcon and the Winter Soldier Disney Plus series, we learned that Isaiah Bradley had been given the super soldier serum. And I don't know if it made him a little, I won't say psychotic or whatever, but I don't think, because it's been a while since I watched the series, to be honest with you, probably since a lot of us watch it. But what happened was he wasn't treated well by his government, and et cetera, and fell on some hard times and all that. And so I think he's kind of being like Bucky or something. I think when Bucky was the Winter Soldier, well, he still is the Winter Soldier, but I think it's some kind of like mind control, something that came over him that made him try to assassinate Thaddeus Ross at a press conference or whatever. We've got Danny Ramirez in here as Joaquin Torres. I can never say these names right. Takiro Hira as Prime Minister Ozaki. I'm not pretending that I can pronounce any of these names. Fuyong Kubaki. I'm not sure what she's playing. Zosa Rokamore. Seth Rollins. And There's a reporter. We've got there Marissa Chanel Hampton and Jacqueline Lux as a Secret Service agent number 2, blah, blah, blah. And it goes on and on. So anyway, so let me go back here. Let's go back to the trailer. Let's see if anybody's said anything in the chat. Nobody said anything in the chat. So some of y'all may be watching this later. A lot of my other friends, I think they're actually streaming on their channel. So I hope they're having a good stream. But anyway, so we're just let's break down a few parts of the trailer here. So we're just gonna go frame by frame here a little bit. So there's Isaiah, and he's talking to Sam Wilson there. It brings up Marvel. I like the sound that they have in there, and this part where here he says, "Is there anything you remember?" When Sam's talking to Isaiah. And so that's what makes me think, somehow he was like temporarily brainwashed. And then we see we're at the White House, and I guess some dinner or presentation. This is probably the same scene where he introduces the adamantium, and then just going, we're seeing a lot of that. Okay, I don't want to go too far. I think I jumped ahead too far here. But anyway, so we're kind of seeing some of this here in the trailer. So that's just like the assassination attempt there that's happening. And so it goes on from there. And it says in here there were 5 shooters, according to this part with Thaddeus, President Ross, Thaddeus Ross, Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross. He is talking with Sam, and I think Sam's letting him know that he's letting Sam know there were 5 shooters. And then this lady right here that comes up on the screen, I guess she's one of the presidential aides right here. She says, according to this, the captioning says, "This was a coordinated terrorist attack, sir." So we're seeing that. Let's see what else we have. I'm not doing a good job of going through here. We see it looks like a naval battle, some cars and stuff blowing up, and he's asking Sam to work with them, and he tells him right there, this is the one. I love that they're actually, there's a lot around the production of this film, which we're going to talk about in a second. I may actually get into now because it's relatable to the whole situation with Captain America Brave New World. It was originally called Captain America New World Order, and they renamed it Captain America Brave New World. And it looks like it. I heard that recently there were 2 screenings with like 2 different endings or 2 different versions, I'll say, which may be more than an ending. And both of them, from the initial reports that I saw on the internet, they were like, okay, on there. So they were reviewing it, so nobody was really blown away. But the trailers of all the Marvel films coming up, like Thunderbolts, I'm getting more excited about that. I'm trying to keep my expectations low because we've been burned before by Marvel. But looking at this one seems it's more of interest to me. The Captain America Brave New World trailer, and seeing Red Hawk is awesome. Anytime we get to see Harrison Ford, he's such a great actor. I don't want to talk about what they did to Star Wars and Han Solo and all that fun stuff. That's for another time and another place. But I do want to say that I'm excited to have him as the president. I forget the actors now. My brain is just, it's too late or too early because it's Sunday morning right now. As we're streaming here, but he I can't remember. You can tell me in the chat, or I know the actors, but I can't remember that played Thaddeus Ross passed away, and they make them they make the comment about you look different or something when Sam meets him for the first time in the trailer. It was in the first trailer. And he goes, yeah, I had to shave the mustache off because Harrison Ford's not wearing a mustache. He said, they told me I'd look better as president or something, or I wouldn't be president if I didn't shave my mustache. And that's a nod to, okay, you know, his character looks different. And so they're saying, oh, it's the mustache, right? But the other thing is, you know, this part right here where he says, you're not Steve Rogers. And he's like,
You're right.
you're right.
I'm not.
I'm not. And then it goes to shows, you know, that's a cool scene there, but that's also a nod. He's like answering what a lot of fans said, you know, Chris Evans will be Steve Rogers and Captain America for most people. But, you know, this is a different Captain America. It's kind of passing the mantle. He did officially pass the mantle. And so now in the trailer, President Thaddeus Ross says that he wants to try again to make Captain America part of the government and do it right this time. So, you know, we'll see how that blows up or whatever. But it looks like some drones here, and then you see Sam with his wings out, you know, in his Captain America suit, which is cool. That landing.
Wait for it.
That's awesome. That's what it was. Let's back that up. I can see that again. Oops.
Wait for it.
So what's happening here? You see him coming through, and he's going like supersonic. And look at this when he comes down, okay? And look at his helmet. I don't know if I can. I wish I could advance this a little bit slower. I'm not really good at advancing this. Let me try to advance it a little bit. I think it. You kind of see his helmet go.
Wait for it.
There's that shockwave. That's pretty cool. That's going to be fun.
We're on the brink of war.
That looks like green screen. That looks good. I love how they did side screen.
Nothing about this feels right.
Captain America. You ever ask yourself who's playing who?
Ian Carlos so fucking awesome. He's been cool in the trailer in this film. He's such a bad guy. Good bad guy.
Someone's been pulling the strings on everything.
You're under arrest.
I don't want
Arresting
some
Captain
Evil
America.
out there that I can't control. Captain America.
Oh, that part right there. So we see Ross. It looks like Ross goes after he agrees or doesn't agree with Sam. Doesn't agree working with them because he's like, what happens if we disagree? You know, and Thaddeus didn't get a chance to answer that. But it looks like if you're a live wire out there, that Thaddeus is going to rein you in and arrest you. But right here, let's see. This part right here. Now, I don't know if you can see here because it goes by so quickly. This part of the trailer, they have you're about to disregard that part. It says Captain America caught without his wings. That's in the next scene. But if you look here, this is like the thumb, or these are the fingers here. If you can see that, I don't know if you can see me showing that on the screen there. These are the fingers of Tiamat, is one of the Eternals that was bursting out of the earth in the Indian Ocean. And apparently his body, or at least his hand or whatever, was coated in adamantium. So this is how they bring in adamantium. Anybody in Marvel knows adamantium, supposed to be the strongest metal. It's coated to Wolverine's body, Weapon X. So there we go. There's another way of like slowly bringing these elements into the MCU, and I'm all excited for it. And you know, we did a stream with Banger Society where we were talking about our top 10 MCU films. It ended up being like a 4-hour stream. You can see the replay here on youtube.com at Geek Homeworld 4248. So when you go there and subscribe to the channel, you can watch that replay. You don't have to watch the whole 4 hours, but you know, you can give a thumbs up if you want. But we had some great discussions, and one of the surprise discussions was how many of us actually. There are a good amount of us that didn't like Eternals, but there were a few of us that liked Eternals a little bit more than I thought we would, and it didn't make our top 10. It was one of the ones that got lower rated, but it wasn't the worst on our list. And you'd kind of be surprised. There's a few switch ups in there, but I'm saying all this just to say that the Eternals, it ties in here. So we're getting adamantium into the MCU. So anyway, so that's that part here. And here's the part where Giancarlo, and he is playing, who is he playing again? Let me see who he's playing again. His character's name is Sidewinder. And yeah, I could have looked it up. I didn't feel like it to find out who Sidewinder was. I think he goes way back into the early mythos of Captain America and dang it, what's the other here? He's got some other ties back in the comics, and you can tell me in the chat who Sidewinder is and all that. But Sidewinder makes me think of a Sidewinder missile, so maybe he's something like that. But anyway, so this is a cool chase scene here.
Captain America.
Fighting. And he gets Captain America caught without his wings, so Sam's got to jump out the window.
Without his wings.
There's Giancarlo. Just look at him. Giancarlo, he is such an awesome dude. Now there was early talk that he was going to be Professor Xavier when they did the X-Men in the MCU, or Magneto. I tell you, he would have been spectacular as either of them. I probably prefer more as Magneto, but that's fine. They didn't get him for that. They got him for this character. That's fine. I'm just glad he's around. He's a great addition to the MCU, a great actor. Of course, he's Moff Gideon, or was in The Mandalorian. But anyway, so
His wings.
You like to play dress up and blindly execute the state's orders.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
What if this is a trap?
that right there, is that Bucky or is it? I think that's Bucky, but I swear I thought for a minute that wasn't Bucky. I thought that looks like Black Widow. Can we see there? It's hard to see on the screen there. Looks like long hair, but that could be Bucky, but I feel like that's Black Widow. I feel bad if I can't tell. But Black Widow shouldn't be
You
alive.
don't even know what this is.
Here's the part where he's transforming. Okay, oops. Well, that went to black. It wasn't supposed to go to black screen like that. Let's go back a little bit. Okay.
This is a trap.
No, that's Bucky.
You don't even know what.
You don't even know what this is, and this is where they're talking about. Thaddeus is out there. It looks like a press conference on the. I don't know what lawn that is. It's outside the White House, and this is where he transforms. And I feel like this was forced upon him. We'll find out. I don't feel like he knew he was the Red Hawk or something like that, or maybe he averted dying. They gave him a version of the super soldier serum, which I'm assuming is something concocted by the leader. That's what I'm going to assume on this. I don't know, but I feel like that's where they're going with this. So some version of, he's been playing with Bruce Banner's blood and all that and everything. And so, he's been able to experiment on it, the leader and all that. And he's supposed to be super intelligent because his brain's become really big and all that. So we'll see how they show him visually. And they're getting the same actor from The Incredible Hulk back in 2008 in the MCU. So that with Edward Norton, that version from the Incredible Hulk film. So that's good. They're bringing him back, and Betty Ross. So that's awesome.
This is.
The Red Hawk transforms. Oops. Okay, let me go back before that. I want to get that picture of just his hand, that still of his hand. Okay, let's do that.
What this is.
Okay, there it is. Sorry, my skills aren't so great with the click of a mouse here. But if you look real closely here, you can see when his hand goes down and you can see his hand looks normal here, his fingers on the ends, but you can see he's turning red, right? So I guess your fingertips would be the last things that would transform or whatever when he's changing into the Red Hawk here. Now, the thing about Red Hawk is you see what these look like little embers. So that's like fire. So whenever the Hulk kind of touches anything, the Red Hulk, like the stronger he gets, or the madder he gets, stronger he gets, just like the Hulk. But his temperature increases, so it actually produces fire, and so that's pretty cool. That's
Since when were they red?
Lady said, "Since when are they red?" And there's a great scene right there. That's a great still as well of Red Hulk, just roaring, as it says. So that's pretty awesome there. You can see like there's a lot of damage going on right here. It's like a helicopter crash. Of course they mix scenes, and then there's Giancarlo's what's his character? Sidewinder there. And so he's firing.
You want me?
You want me? Come and get me, right? Or here I am. That's what Sam's gonna fight the Red Hulk.
Come and get me.
He's like, come and get me. And I love they did the motion face capture. If I can get that scene back here, let's see if I can get it back to there. Can I get it back there?
Come and get me.
That's a pretty good CGI of Harrison Ford that they did and all that. He's got the gray there. He's got the shorter hair cut and all that. And his eyes are almost like orange red there. Almost like Sith orange or Sith red, you know what I'm saying? But he's red and he, scary. Because apart the last walk, his hand just used his wings, chop that in half. That's pretty cool. That is super awesome. So February 14th, this is coming out Valentine's Day. That's a 2-minute and 37-second trailer. I'm sure we'll get another one. So let's see. Stop sharing that. Let's go back. Oops. Sorry. Okay, we're gonna put that back. Let's see. So let me get rid of that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Okay, don't need that. Alrighty. So then we'll go over here, our next trailer. So if you're here, if you want to say hi in the chat, that would be great. Please hit that thumbs up button if you hadn't already. Like, share, and subscribe. So we just went over Marvel's Captain America Brave New World, the latest trailer for that, coming out February 14th, 2025. Marvel scaled back what they're doing, and rightfully so. I've always believed they'd get back on track, and I'm excited for them. I want to see good superhero adaptations, and just let's do it right. I think we're kind of past hopefully a lot of the wokeism stuff, and we'll get into just really well done stories, and let's stick to what works. Let's get back on a winning track here and give the fans what they want. And I feel like Brave New World's got a chance at that. I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard that production costs have gone, that it's got to make, I don't know if this includes like budgeting and everything like that, and promotion, but it's got to make at least 400, maybe $450 million just to break even. If those costs are true, then this film's probably not going to make that. It might. Hopefully it surprises. Hopefully this is a runaway hit. I really want it to be. Optimistic, keeping my fingers crossed, but we've been burned before. So if Marvel can come together and give us Deadpool and Wolverine, which was a $1.3 billion film, then I think they can do it again. You just got to do the story, just do it the right way. And I'm interested to see more about the Red Hulk. Now, before I leave that, I just want to say one thing. I remember there was a animated Hulk cartoon several years ago, and it's one where they had the Red Hulk in it, and I think it may have had Scar and all that, Hulk's son in it. I don't know if he was a son in that one, but anyway, I can't remember it. I wish I could remember. I should have looked it up before I got on here, but this is so impromptu on my part. Anyway, it was a good cartoon. I think it was a Marvel cartoon. I think it was our animated feature. animated series. It was pretty good, but it had the Red Hawk on there, and I liked how the Red Hawk, they did it well, and I hope they do it well here. So anyway, let's get on to a movie I've been trying to keep my expectations super low about, because I really don't want to be, displeased. Is that the word I'm looking for? I'm not sure if that's the word I'm looking for, but let's see. But anyway, so this is going to be Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. So I assume roughly they're named after Thunderbolt Ross. That would be my first guess, I suppose, for guessing now on things. So just want to make sure. Okay, just checking some stuff here. Just bear with me here. I'm trying to get this queued up. All right. Let's go and get that going. So here we go with the trailer. This is actually from D23, the Brazil special look. And this is coming out in theaters May 2nd, 2025. So February 14th, Valentine's Day, you got you have Marvel's Captain America Brave New World film coming out with Anthony Mackie and Harrison Ford and Giancarlo Esposito and others. Sebastian Stan and probably some others as Bucky. Anyway, so you got that coming out. Then you have Marvel Studios Thunderbolt coming out in theaters May 2nd, 2025. So February and then May. So this is a special look from D23. And this is for Thunderbolts. It's about 3 minutes and 40 seconds. So we're going to watch it through, and I'm going to comment, and then we're going to maybe come back and look at some stills there and break it down a little bit. Okay. So here we go. A special look from D23 Brazil at Marvel Studios Thunderbirds. And here we go. Oh, let me take that back. Hold on. Let me share the screen. Hold on. Oopsie. All right, hold on 1 second. I forgot to put it under present mode. My bad. This is why it's live, right? All right, let's see. That's the one I'm looking for. That should be at share. Let's see. Sharing that. Okay, there we go. All righty. So this is from Marvel Studios Thunderbolts, D23 Brazil special look, Marvel Studios Thunderbolts. Here we go.
Oh, America's so big. You ever drive through Oklahoma? It's so flat.
You got a convoy approaching fast. Step on it.
Come on, baby.
Red
Okay, a
Guardian.
bit faster, please.
I love her as the new Black Widow.
Okay, don't worry. Engaging defensive measures.
Oh my god.
Wait, that's not.
Oh my god. Move the shield!
This is like their Suicide Squad, maybe, I guess. Like, wow, how did she do that? She's like, that gun's not that powerful. It must be someone else. The Winter Soldier.
Is that Bucky?
That's Bucky.
It's a Winter Soldier.
Watch this. This is a pretty cool stunt right here. I'm gonna. Awesome. Watch this. This is awesome.
That's what I talk about.
That's what I talk about. That's pretty cool.
That's not good.
This is not good.
How crazy is it to think of all the monumental fights that happened exactly here where you're standing? I mean, the place wasn't cheap, but it's got good optics. Look at you. You are all so adorable.
Eat shit, Valentina. The assignment is... Oh, wait, hang on. Assignment is complete.
What kind of super serum did you get?
I don't know, regular. Hydra.
Hydra. Oh, fancy.
Who is this old Santa?
The Red Guardian.
What?
Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops. Contract kills.
And you, former Red Room assassin. God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know, I was actually the official Captain America, so.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
I like the humor of that.
It's getting so tense in here.
Who are you?
I'm Bob.
Bob's a very important character in the MCU.
We're just drifting. And we don't have purpose. You can't escape the past.
So you can either do something about it now,
That's awesome.
or live with it forever.
I believe this is getting reshoots right now as we speak.
We are the Thunderbolts!
Thunderbolt.
Can't call ourselves that.
Thank God.
The Thunderbolts. It's a cool name.
All right, let's go back and let's find out. Let's look at some scenes there. But so yeah, I hear tell that they're going to do some reshoots, but that's a typical thing that Marvel does with films now. So that's going to run the budget of this up even more, I'm sure. But I feel like this could be a success, and maybe this is a runaway hit for them. I don't know. I'm not super excited about the Thunderbolts. I don't, but like I've said before, I'm going to give it a try. First off, let's talk about the cast that we've got in the Thunderbolts. We've got Florence Pugh, who's awesome, and she's perfect. I loved in the Black Widow film how they passed the torch to Yelena Belova, and I do miss, of course, the original Black Widow. I forgot the actress now, but you know who she is. And she passed the torch to Florence Pugh, who does an awesome job. So got no problems with that. Sebastian Stan in this, he's credited as Bucky Barnes. So I guess we're not calling him the Winter Soldier anymore. This is fine. Yeah, we'd probably want to put that part of his past behind him. Lewis Pullman is Robert Reynolds, and he's a very important character. I forgot the name of the character. Probably people are yelling through the screen at me. And we're supposed to know who that is. Dang it. I cannot think of the character. But he's kind of like psychotic. He has like a psychotic side to him. So forgive me. I don't remember. Rachel Weisz is Milena Vostokov. I'm not saying that correctly. Olga Kurylenko is Antonio Duretkov. I'm not good at my Russian, so you have to forgive me. David Harbour, Alexei Shostakovich, he's Red Guardian, and the other ones were Taskmaster and Ghost, I think. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is Valentina Allegra, blah blah blah. I can't remember the rest of her character's name. Hannah and Jocom is Hannah John Kamen is Ava Starr. Geraldine Vaswan in there. We have Wyatt Russell as John Walker, or a U.S. Patriot, and there's other folks up in there. So it's pretty much an ensemble film here. It's going to be fun. I just think it's going to be a lot of fun. The Thunderbolts, and it's coming out May 2nd, 2025. So this is a Brazil special look from D23, Disney's D23 in Brazil. And so let's see if we can look at some scenes here. They're in the car here doing their thing, getting away, and I kind of talked through it, most of it, but they're escaping. They're in this old beat up red limousine. I guess belongs to Red Guardian there, and let's see.
Oh, America's so big. You ever drive through Oklahoma? It's so flat.
And this part reminds me. It's very reminiscent. That's not. This reminds me. How about that? Let's just go with a word I can pronounce. This reminds me of Iron Man when he's in the desert and Tony gets shot at and kidnapped essentially, and gets the parts of the bomb that pierce his chest and all that. So then he needs the operation in the cave and all that fun stuff. So, anywho, that's all that. And then, they go through here. The funny thing is they can only get up to about 47, 50 miles an hour in the red limo there. So they're not really escaping. And this already has, it says 98,128.3 miles. That's probably 100,000 or something miles, probably 1,100 miles in this car, whenever it looks like it. Oh, excuse me. That's rude. I didn't mean to yawn. Anyway, so he's got all these different switches he's pushing here in the car. He's trying, and one of them they plays the disco music in the back or whatever, which is hilarious, or whatever, dance music. And then the scene with Bucky coming through and turning the cars over and all that, the Jeeps, and he does the thing with his arm and all that. That's pretty cool. But yeah, all that. And then he shoots one of his little grenade things that blows their car up off the road. And then he must be summoning them, or they're being summoned to Julia Louise. I almost said Julia Louise Dreyfus. That is her name. It's her character, Valentina. She's apparently bought, I don't know if she owns it or whatever. They made it sound like she did, like she bought the Stark Tower. So after the death of Tony Stark in Endgame. So, she's kind of held up in there. And so she's trying to put together her own little team. And this is her Suicide Squad, essentially. She doesn't know who, like Red Guardian's there. She's like, whatever. She's like, who are you now? And then, we have Ghost, and we see some fight scenes with Ghost, and we see some scenes with Taskmaster as well in here. So that's kind of cool. And yeah, it looks like Ghost there possibly, or that's actually John Walker, U.S. Patriot right there, firing at Elena. So, and then this is the guy. So he's kind of like, I think he's got like an alter ego, this kind of psychotic. He's not Nova. He's gosh, what's the name of his character? Is it Nova? I can't remember to save my life, but I'm not gonna look it up. I don't care enough to look it up. But anyway, so we got some cool, fight scenes in here. It's a very action-packed trailer. And you do notice right here, it has the little asterisk there that comes up. And that means that they're probably not the Thunderbolt. The name of the movie is Thunderbolts, but that's not who they're going to be. They're probably going to become like the Dark Avengers or something like that. So this comes out May 25th, only in theaters. So how cool is that? That looks pretty awesome. So I'm liking it. I'm thinking it's cool. So whatever your thoughts are, please leave them in the comments, and like, share, subscribe here on the channel, youtube.com/@Geek Homeworld 4248. That's where we are. So what are your thoughts on the trailer? Let us know what you think on the Captain America Brave New World and the Thunderbolts trailer that we both reviewed here. So I see some people are hanging out in the chat, or hanging out watching, so I appreciate that you there. Nobody else is coming on the stream, so I may end up ending this stream. And you don't need to do a stream forever, but oh well, whatever. But I talked about what I wanted to talk about, so that's what it's all about, right? So anyway, are you looking forward to these films? What are your thoughts on it? Let us know in the chat there. Post your comments on the replay. So I'll definitely be checking them out. So what else is going on? There's a lot of things going on, and I'm not talking politics. Disney made some announcements, or it's kind of leaked out that they may be doing the Rey trilogy, or actually a Star Wars 10, 11, and 12 may be coming out. Simon Kinberg, who inked the deal to write and I guess or direct them. So they're doing another trilogy. And I don't think it's directly the Ray trilogy. We may still get that. There's even, and that's still attached loosely. I don't think we're going to ever get it, but it's attached. Then it isn't attached to Ryan, whatever his name was, that messed up The Last Jedi. I mean, did The Last Jedi. And so that's coming. There's a lot of stuff down the pipeline coming. There's going to be a surprise drop, I think, just like last Christmas. But what I'm excited for is what if Marvel drops around Christmas this year, season 3, and I think it's going to be the final season of it, which sucks because I think that's one of the best things that they've done in the MCU is the What If animated series. And season 1 I think was better than season 2, even though there were parts of season 2 I really liked. But season 3 looks interesting, so I'm here for it. They rebranded the Spider-Man freshman year animated series into something down the line. Eventually, we're going to be getting, years from now, a Spider-Man 98, I think is what they're calling it, 97 or 98, just like how they did that with the X-Men, which we'll be getting our second X-Men 97 season coming probably next year, 25 or 26. I think it's in 25. And they did such an almost perfect run of that first season of X-Men 97. I was a massive fan here. I think we pretty much covered every episode in that. That's what I wanted to do with a lot of the Disney Plus shows, but just didn't really have the time or whatever to do all that. So, always looking for people that want to help me out with that stuff. So, that would be cool if that's something that interests you. But anyway, we're still going to be bringing you content. I've got several episodes in the can just for the audio podcast. I haven't posted there in several months, at least since maybe before September. But I've got some episodes. I just haven't mixed them down to make them episodes. I may just throw them up there on the audio podcast, but wherever your choice of how you listen to podcasts, like audio podcasts, you certainly can. But I've been really focusing for the last several months of this year on building the YouTube channel here and just having fun live streaming with a bunch of friends. So this is where I'm going to be doing most of my content. I'm still always going to do the podcast, the audio podcast, but I'm expanding the video portion of Geek Homeworld into our 10th year. So it's about time. And so we're growing and learning more, and growing the channel here. But anyway, so anything you can do to support us, we appreciate it here at Geek Homeworld. Alrighty, I'm rambling on. I wanted to stream longer, but I really don't. So I don't know what else I want to talk about. I don't know. Alrighty. So I guess we'll call it a night or a morning. So anyway, you know where to reach us, all that good fun stuff. Yay. Okay, bye. Whatever. All right, let me I'm just gonna roll the outro, even though it's just the intro, because I don't have an outro. I gotta work on that too. So just check us out. Oh, and like I said, I just drop a little promotion here. I don't have a card for him, but actually I do have a banner. I did. There's well, this isn't the live stream, but my friend Digital K Man, we just celebrated his 50th birthday today, or actually yesterday, since we've crossed midnight several weeks ago. But he hit his 50th birthday, and so if y'all want to show him some love, he's at youtube.com /@digital caveman with 2 N's. This is what it looks like. I've got another card here so I can read this while I'm showing it to you. If you're watching, he does action figure reviews, not unboxings, as he always has to correct me. Digital Caveman Presents does action figure reviews, live streams, interviews, shorts. He's on Instagram as at Digital Caveman, or with 2 N's, and youtube.com /@digital caveman, and that is with 2 N's. So he's past you can be a member for like $2.99 is one of his tiers, and we stream a lot. And I'm the one that's always getting them. Let's do a stream. I want to do a birthday stream. So maybe we can convince him to do a birthday stream. I'll just have to call him out the next time we're streaming. But anyway, he does he does about 5 videos a week, and he is like on his stuff, and he's puts out a ton of content, and it costs a lot to do what he does, but he really loves what he does. So he's doing a great job there. So congrats to him. Show him some love, show him some subs, and on Instagram. I guess he's on X, but who really is on X anymore, right? But anyway, this is going to conclude our Marvel's Captain America Brave New World and Thunderbolts trailer review live stream. So I appreciate all of you that took the time to stop by, and anybody who watched this on the replay. Thank you so much. I'm Ed of Geek Homeworld. And that's it. That's all I got to say. So y'all have a good evening, good morning, great week. Talk to you later. Peace. Bye. Oh, I got to run the outro, which is the intro. Bye. Welcome to the Geek Homeworld podcast. I'm your host, Ed, aka the Savage Tech Man. We talk film, TV, and tech, all from a geek perspective. You can find us on X, Instagram, Facebook, and you can subscribe and follow on YouTube at Geek Homeworld. Don't forget to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. Be a part of the Geek Homeworld.